Alright, we're back. We got a little girl to find and save and find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta find that possum. Scott, you're not gonna find the possum down there.
But she might. She might be down there.
You have just discovered the gravity of your situation.
God, I don't think she was down there.
No shit.
But what if...
Scott!
You have just discovered the gravity of your...
But maybe...
Oh my god. You think you're so funny.
Yep. Possum? Possum!
You have just discovered the gravity of your situation.
Oh, hey, Possum. Alright. Is she in there?
What is this?
Let her out.
You rap on the tree.
Let her out, you fiend. Is she... I don't know where she could be.
Didn't we find her by the beach last time?
Yeah, but...
One of the pickets has fallen.
Oh.
I'm gonna take that.
The fallen picket feels reasonably sturdy and is pointed at one end. Believing that you may find a use for it, you retrieve it and carry it with you.
That seems like a makeshift stake.
Oh, you're right.
It's a good thing I like my steak rare.
Yum. Possum.
Is she in here?
Probably not.
No. Possum?
You saw black glow. You get a feeling. The fall.
Now,
Perhaps you should try locating the elderly woman's.
Finding her. Do you you've been looking around and you can't find her. Do you want me to just give you the directions from the screen?
Do I need to go in somewhere?
It doesn't necessarily see like she's hidden. It's just from what the totally not cheating guide I'm looking at, it's basically telling you which screens to go to, and it's like you'll find her here.
So is it just one screen, or is there multiple screens she could be in?
There's not multiple screens. It's one screen. I'm just asking if you want the directions.
No.
Because I don't know which screen she's on. I only would know if you started at the house.
Okay. From the house, do I go left or right?
From... south.
South, huh? Well, I'm saying, like, do I eventually go left or right?
Left.
Okay.
Or wait. Maybe right. Right. Yeah, right. Right. So, maybe, it might have to be a waiting game.
Is it on this screen? Is it on this screen?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You peer into a stab in the dark. There's a log nearby. You get no response.
Because you went down, and then you went left.
No, I went right.
You
said to go right.
I did say that. I led you astray, and I'm sorry.
This is left.
Okay, yeah. Keep going left.
Into the water?
Well, not necessarily in the water, I don't think.
That's what left is.
Well, I don't know. It just tells me south, east, east. I don't know my...
East is right!
Okay, so I'm close right.
You said left then!
I'm wrong. It says go east twice, so it's this screen.
North, east, south, west.
I was in marching band. We don't know what direction is what.
In marching band, you should definitely know which direction is what.
Oh, no, that's the joke is we have no idea where we're going. Like, we don't know which way is left or right. So she should be here.
Bushes abound.
It doesn't say, like, you have to interact with anything. It
You
just
push.
says here. You push the bush.
You push. You get in touch with nature. It would be fun to climb the trees for a while.
Is there something I have to do before that?
It didn't seem like it. Like, look back. Let's see. And then... Yeah, no, it just says talk to Possum there. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and see if there's anything we missed that we might need.
It is a mailbox. You open the mail.
You didn't miss anything there.
Like it just says after talking to the grandma, go find Possum? Oh, there's nothing else?
Did we ever get a needle from the needle guy?
No, we haven't yet.
Alright. Try giving him the cloth.
Oh, to wipe his nose.
I don't know if what that does, but
Wipe his nose?
well, what the needle does.
Here, this might help your sneezing.
Oh, thanks. Here, you can have this back now.
You retrieve the partially used cloth from the haystack.
Feel better?
Yeah, it's so good to be able to
There's the needle.
You take the silver needle. It is likely that this haystack was piled. The haystack, or rather...
Yeah. So maybe I needed to do that because I'll need that for whatever.
What's next? Yeah. Because you listen to Granny.
You hear the sound of a
Oh.
Yep. There we go.
As you approach, you recognize the child. It is You see the little girl crying. What could it...
Are you all right? What happened?
I went into town to buy some chicken soup for my grandma. I always try to reach home before dark, but this eve I lost my way and was attacked.
Attacked? A wolf attacked you?
No, not by a wolf, a dwarf.
For a moment, you're not sure that you...
A dwarf, did you say?
Uh-huh.
Listen, I'm going to try to find this dwarf that you say stole your food. You get back to your grandma, understand?
Possum nods, says a soft thank you, and heads back home.
Okay. It's time to deal with the dwarf.
Yeah.
What is this? You rap on the tree.
Maybe now I need the rope?
You don't need the...
Yes, I do.
There's no need to use...
Maybe I can pick the lock with it?
You jab mercilessly at nothing, you fiend.
Maybe I just need to lie in wait for him and trap him in a net. Because I've still got the net.
Yeah, maybe
You can't eat...
because I already read a little too ahead for me to start guessing. So.
Ha!
Oh.
You watch as a little man runs out of the door, which has been built into a tree. You surmise that you have found the culprit's home. The vague aroma of chicken soup confirms it. That fiend.
Nope.
Girl, slow that game down, shit.
on.
Finding the door ajar.
Okay.
That's not a knife. The knife you found under a rock one time? Now that was a knife. The surface of these stumps. Upon opening the trunk, you find a number
Nice.
of items that the dwarf has obviously stolen and stashed away. Among them are some gold coins. They display the distinctive face of the first king. They could only have come from the magic chest of Daventry. You grab the handle of the bubbling pot of chicken soup. You take it with you.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say because you've been running the game at the highest speed this whole time, so
Fine.
yeah, that kind of scares me to override a save.
Okay.
It is locked. You suspect it to be very hot. You hear the sound of the...
Yep. Ah! How many of those do you have?
Being caught snooping around someone else's house usually has a negative consequence. The door is all...
Alright.
You hear the latch fall into place again as the door closes behind you.
I hope I locked that guy out of his house. Because he's a dick.
Welcome. Come in, please. Possum told me to expect you.
Weird that Possum is asleep.
The little girl is... The little girl is... It is a little too cold to be...
Okay.
You place the now cold chicken soup over the crackling fire once more. After it heats up to eating temperature, you remove it again. You offer the soup to Possum's grandma, introduce yourself, and wait courteously while the frail elderly lady eats the nourishing meal. When she is finished, she sets the empty bowl down elsewhere and turns her attention towards you.
would like to speak with me for a while, I would welcome your company. A person should never turn away a visitor, especially when she reaches the twilight of her life.
You can't help but feel a sense of finality in the old woman's words.
She gonna die.
You must have something in return for your kindness. You do not need to risk your safety for an old, worn-out woman like myself. Look under the bed. You should find something to keep you a little warmer on a cold night like this.
You peer under the bed and find a thick black cloak. Lying atop it is a beautiful ruby-encrusted ring. You pick both up with reverence.
I could not possibly take these fine things from you.
Oh, please. I want you to have them. Nights in Kolima are cold, believe me. As for the ring, well, perhaps it is better that I do not have it to remind me.
As you wish.
Give that to your girl.
You have a charming young granddaughter.
Grandma smiles at you graciously.
She is a treasure to me. I would do anything to ensure that no harm comes to her.
If I may inquire, what became of her parents?
Grandma frowns, and her eyes darken for a moment before she forces a melancholy smile to her face.
They were lost to us many years ago. I am afraid dear Possum never really knew her parents.
It must have been a daunting task raising a child by yourself, especially at your,
At my age? I am certainly not as young as I used to be, and there is no shame in that.
There is so much shame
I
in
have
that.
tried to raise her as best I could, to keep her safe and well. However, I fear that as of late the reverse has become truer.
If you please, I was hoping you might tell me of the cloak and ring's origin.
The old woman closes her eyes as if the memory she seeks is painful to her senses.
They were my husband's. He was a proud man, the last of his line. His family had been rich, a great deal of old money, you might say. They lived in that castle you might have seen to the north. Its location upon that island
You're the
is
Countess?
evidence of how much they valued their privacy. He was a good man, my husband. He took care of me. Certainly he had his strange habits. Most men do, if you would
You're not
pardon me
wrong.
for saying
No.
so. I suspect that he practiced magic, so I could never catch him in the act.
I caught
He
him in
would
the act of many other
frequently
things,
journey
though.
afar, taking that black
So
cloak
many
with
things
him
he would put
wherever
up his
he
anus.
went, to places he would not talk about. He said that it represented something important to a certain group of people, and that I was
Wow.
never to mention it to anyone. But he was always there for me, always,
nice music
until that fateful night. We had been married just over a year, and I was heavy with child. We were both out walking in the weirwood forest late one night. The air was warm, and in our youth we paid little attention to the world and its many dangers.
So if you're the
Besides, there
Countess,
was a
why
full
aren't you the
moon.
leader now?
We could see clearly enough. A shadow passed over us. We looked up, thinking it might have been a stray cloud. It was not. Descending upon us like a demon was the largest,
king of the
most
bats.
hideous bat I had ever seen. Its fangs were bared, and it dove straight for me. I must have screamed. My husband flung himself in front of me to protect me. He swung his arms about frantically in hopes of warding the horrid thing away. Perhaps he was trying to cast a spell, but could not recall how in his panic. It paid him no heed and would not be deterred. It swooped again and again relentlessly. At one point, my husband's hand must have clipped the bat's wing because it lost control and crashed into his shoulder. He tried to wrest the foul creature away, but then he shrieked suddenly.
King of the
The
Bats.
horrid thing had bitten him.
King of the Bats.
He never did recover from that incident. He just faded with each passing
Fuck is
hour.
this statue?
Within 2 days of the attack, my husband had died. We buried him on his family's plantation on the island.
Okay, so you're the ruler of
Sometimes
Kalima
when I
then.
sleep, I can feel him watching over me, guarding me, protecting me.
Getting
I think he is waiting for my time to come, so we can be together always.
Yeah.
The
he's
old
waiting
lady
for you
seems to be dozing off.
on
You can
death's door, and then
barely
he'll-
hear her final words.
I miss him so.
Telling the story has clearly taken a great deal out of her. You watch the old woman a moment and notice her labored breathing as she sleeps. Despite the little girl's tireless daily efforts, perhaps there's nothing more to be done. It's not polite to search through other people. The little girl is Watch it. Whatever she has might be catching.
What if like if you just stayed here long enough, the breathing just stopped?
That would be so awful.
Also, Possum's not breathing.
No, she's not.
She's fucking dead.
Whoa!
Meanwhile,
We got a cutscene,
Sister
boys.
Agatha, my dear, tell me you have good news.
The king has arrived in Kalima, father.
That is not what I meant.
Yes. Well, he appears to be quite resourceful. It seems his reputation was not totally exaggerated.
He's still alive?
For now, but that will change soon, I think. The king has discovered that one of the gems he seeks is in the possession of a colleague of ours. Do you remember? Kaldor.
Yes. Is he still trustworthy?
Totally. Still sharp, and there's no questioning his loyalty. My humblest apologies, father, but would it not have been simpler for you to have dealt with Graham personally?
Fool! Imagine the ensuing chaos where Daventry's king murdered in his own land. How then would I be able to search for the item?
I see.
Failure is not an option.
Understood, father.
Keep me informed, preferably of good King Graham's death.
you know, hold on a second. I want to try something. Okay. Got an idea. What if I put the healing potion into the soup?
You know, go for it. I think that's a fun idea.
You hear the latch. No point making that any younger. You'll need to walk around.
Well,
The little girl.
Okay.
The elderly lady is.
It's a fucking youth potion! It'll
Aw.
save her goddamn life!
It's not. I guess it's not gonna work.
I'm gonna try to slip it
You
into
play-
the soup. Okay.
No point making that.
Are you...
Maybe you can give it to her.
The elder.
Oh, she's not interested.
Hold on.
You offer the soup to Possum's grandma. Introduce yourself. and wait courteously while the frail elderly lady eats the nourishing meal. When she is finished,
You must look.
you pe-
I couldn't.
Oh.
As you.
the elderly
You have a.
grand
She is
If I may.
grand
It must.
at my eye.
the elderly lady
Drink it. Let me
If
save
you
you.
But he was always there for me. Always. Until that fateful night.
Skip.
Yep.
Womp womp.
the elderly lady is sleeping.
Womp womp. That's a bummer.
What are we on time-wise?
Oh, good point. Shoot. 25 minutes, my dude.
Yep.
Darn. Oh. You tried. You really tried. You tried to save a life today. Guys, he's making the saddest little face right now.
I'm nettled. My jimmies are rustled.
Them jimmies be
We'll
rustled.
see you. We'll see you next time.
Maybe we'll save somebody else's life.
Hey everyone, hope you liked the video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more. And we have a Patreon. I know we're a new channel, but it will help us to create bigger and better projects in the future. Alright, bye!